So, welcome everybody. Welcome to episode 16 of Ask the VP. And today we're joined by Becky. Welcome, Becky.
Hello, everyone.
So, Becky, we're going to ask you some questions from TPM today. We're going to ask you some community questions, and then we're going to get some live questions at the end. So, all that sound okay?
Perfect.
Great. And then let's get started. So, you've let's start with when you got into virtual photography. You
Oh,
joined the VP community way back in November 2020 after deciding against using your account to share shots of World of Warcraft, which you don't mind admitting you're addicted to. So what got you into VP, and did you start with photo modes, or did your VP journey start with screenshots and bits before photo modes were a thing?
my VP journey really started 3 years ago. Um, but before that, I always took photos of moments I liked, some screenshots of cutscenes, just everything I wanted to remember. A lot of these photos are still visible on my Steam account, but just let them there. I don't mind.
So,
Yeah, but really started like 3 years ago. Yeah.
and what got you into VP? What was the thing that got you into it 3 years ago?
I had one of those next gen consoles. I bought the what's it, Xbox Series X, and had AC Valhalla, and it looked so good, and the photo mode felt so good, and yeah, it made me start it. So
Perfect.
before
Perfect.
that, I always saw Evie on my timeline. I was following her on an old normal account for a while already.
Yeah.
And that kind of made me interested in it.
See, it ties in nicely, doesn't it? Because it's the 3 year anniversary of Valhalla at the moment. And it's surprising
Yeah,
how many people started their VP journey with Valhalla.
they just released it at the right time, I'd say.
They did. And the photo mode wasn't too difficult, was it? It was a nice, easy photo mode to get started with.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So
They
you
always
start
have a nice lighting on the environments. Everything looks lovely all the time.
it was a beautiful looking game, wasn't it? Really beautiful
Yeah,
game. So you started 3 years ago. You started with Valhalla. You didn't leave it long. Within your first year within virtual photography, you started a well-known community account, VPRT. So what prompted you to start this account? And can you tell us a little bit about why you decided to start it anonymously before coming clean months later?
mm, yeah. I always loved what VGP Network did and wanted to give the same love back. But at that time, I was really shy and didn't knew anyone here.
Yeah,
Um, so I thought I'd just try myself. So I created the page, but did not say who it did because I I don't know how to say this. I didn't want people to be hmm, I don't know the word for it. To,
was it that you didn't want it to be associated with you, or you didn't want people to feel they had to like it because you were doing it, or
um, I didn't want them to feel the pressure to follow me. Just
yeah, yeah.
you- okay, you know what I mean.
Yeah, so you didn't want them to feel the pressure to follow you because you
Yeah,
because you're doing that, yeah.
yeah, because I sometimes had the feeling people felt like this. I
Yeah.
could be wrong, of course.
And then you decided to come clean. What made you decide to let the cat out of the bag and tell everybody it was you?
because because I needed help. I've got too much to do at some point, and then I started to look for people. that was when you also joined us.
Yeah,
And I think that was also the point where I said, it's me.
that's the thing, because I think what some people don't realize is how much work goes into keeping a community page going. It's a lot of
Yeah,
work,
right?
isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like people think we're bots, but we aren't. We all click your tweets and say retweet and like and comment by ourselves.
Exactly. There's whether you're sitting on the sofa having your tea or whatever, people are doing real life things while they're doing liking that, aren't they? It's not automated. It is all people
Yeah.
behind it, pressing the buttons, liking your stuff, leaving the comments. And when it gets popular, there's hundreds, isn't there? It's not a lot, not an easy thing to go through.
Per day, yeah. Absolutely.
So, do you think that community pages have a place for both beginners in VP and well-established VPs, or do you think they're more focused um, towards raising profiles of people new to VP?
Um, I think they're helping both. As
Yeah,
far as I can say from my experience, I'd say the community pages, or at least the ones I know, try to be fair and support small, big, new, old accounts, all the same.
yeah.
Or what would you say?
No, I completely agree with you. I think there's definitely a place. I don't think with community pages it's a favoritism thing. It's just appreciating virtual photography,
Yeah,
isn't it? Doesn't matter whether you
yeah,
just started or whether you've been doing it 10 years. It's just
of,
appreciating the virtual photography. What it also offers by um, obviously liking the stuff by new VPs is it does offer that platform to raise their profile, which is obviously
yes,
a bonus effect of the community page, isn't it?
exactly, yeah. And of
Yeah.
course, we try to, yeah, talk to everyone, but that's hard. Sometimes people get overseen, but that happens, let's say.
I think it's just part
Try our
of
best.
exactly. You can't. The problem is, especially with socials, and we all here talk about the algorithm with Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah,
Is it's not always easy to see other things, is it? Especially when people decide to not use hashtags and then they do use hashtags and then they don't. It's
yes.
not easy, not easy. So what do you take away from being involved in giving back to the community via community account? And how would you encourage more people to get involved with things within the community?
That's really hard for me to answer. I personally just like to share some positivity. Um, I can't say much about this. I just like to invite everyone to try to be nice here and there, like making some sweet comments. They don't have to be long, or I'd say they don't have to be long. Of course, I know there's people that say comments uh, have to critique your photos, for example, but I don't think so. I'm here for the fun and the positive things.
It's just nice to have a comment, isn't it? When you get a comment on your picture.
Yeah, and I think some people might have forgotten this or never thought about it. So yeah,
Exactly.
receiving comments is nice, but giving them, doing them is also nice. Try it.
That's a great bit of advice. And I think sometimes people get caught up in you're scrolling through your feed, you're pressing that like button, you're pressing the like button. Whereas, if you slow down and if you really like something, leaving that comment of great shot will mean so much more than just a little heart appearing for that person, won't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But again, it's hard to see everything. It's hard to comment on everything. But just doing it every now and then, just it's a nice thing, like you said. And generally, I think the VP community is probably one of the nicest communities. So there's not a great deal of toxicity. There's loads of friendly people, loads of interactive people. So yeah, let's keep it going.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
So let's talk games. What are your favorite games to capture?
Um, I struggle to answer what's your favorite question, but my favorite games to capture are basically whichever game I'm playing at the moment.
Yeah.
I really struggle to play games more than once.
Yeah.
Um, One exception is, for example, Alan Wake 2 at the moment. I can't wait for the new game plus. I'm already in the middle of my second playthrough. But usually I start a second playthrough and after like 15 minutes I'm bored.
Yeah. And can you only play one game at once?
Sadly no. I play too many games at once. I think you know this maybe.
Yeah. It's such a hard thing because I if I play too many games at once, I just get lost. I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on. But yeah, I mean, I'm like you. If you play a game once, I generally won't play through it again unless it's a game I really, really love.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But yeah,
I haven't played Alan Wake 2 yet, so I'll have to give that one a go.
and I personally think being in the VP community isn't helpful because there's all these beautiful games on my timeline and I want to play them all.
Oh, yeah, it's true, isn't it? And then he's like, "Oh, I can't afford to buy all those games.
Yeah,
Stop putting nice pictures on there."
really.
So we've got a question from Lisa. So she says you've recently been taking amazing pictures of both Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2. Do you get more sense of achievement in successfully taking pictures in a game that doesn't have a photo mode?
Mm, Depends on the outcome, I'd say. Sometimes yes, because it feels good when you know you made a pretty photo
Yeah,
without any tools. I think I like that, yes. But at
yeah,
the other hand, it's also having not a photo mode is also helpful in getting new views.
yeah, yeah.
It
New views and
forces
perspectives.
you to look at things in different angles.
Definitely, definitely. Because Alan Wake 2 hasn't got. They're going to release a photo mode in a patch, aren't they? I think.
I think so. I never read an official statement about it, but everyone says so. So I believe everyone. I hope
I
so.
think I think they will. I think they will because I think that's what they've done with Control. I think Control was released and the photo mode was
Yeah,
patched in afterwards.
yeah.
So
Kat told us. So, okay.
fingers crossed. But I mean, your pictures look amazing. The game looks really, really good.
It is so pretty. Yes,
Yeah,
so
they
pretty.
all the shots look really atmospheric.
That's the whole game. You need to play it, Dave.
Don't. I can't buy any games. You're
Yeah, sorry.
you're a bad influence. Stop it. But speaking of games, it's been a busy year for games with some amazing virtual worlds for us to play around in. And what, in your opinion, is the main contender for Game of the Year in 2023? And has it changed for you throughout the year?
Yeah. It's been Dead Island 2 for a while because I really love how it looks. But
Yeah,
I never read anything about getting it. It may get a photo mode. So yeah, kind of it's no choice anymore. And Alan Wake 2 was released. So
I I knew you were going to say Alan Wake too.
yeah,
I
so
knew
Alan
it.
Wake 2.
So do you play on console or you play on PS5, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I most of the games I play on PS5, yes.
yeah. And that's one thing about PC players is that they can just use tools on any game. I'm so jealous. So
I
jealous.
have a PC here too, but I don't like it.
No?
I prefer the console. I just don't like it. I bought it 2 years ago. I used it like 20 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm.
And did you try using tools to take pictures?
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, but no. Mm. I played Red
Uh,
Dead Redemption 2, yeah. You're right. Okay, I used it more than 20 hours.
yeah.
But
But it does look when you see videos of PC players using tools. I mean, I've got no experience of tools. It does look like it takes a lot longer to get a shot and set up a shot. And yeah, I don't have time for that.
yeah, I understand that.
So so Jenny from X also asked the question, which games have you most enjoyed taking pictures in this year? So your game of the year, we're going to say Dead Island 2 slash Alan Wake 2. But which games have you most enjoyed taking pictures in throughout the whole year?
This year,
Yeah. So you got Dead Island 2, you've got Alan Wake 2. What other games have you played which you've enjoyed taking pictures in?
oh, I'm so bad for that. Uh, let me look. No,
You've taken a
wait.
few in Baldur's Gate, haven't you? Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, but no, that's not mentionable.
No photo mode. Damn it.
Yeah, but didn't someone comment they have it on their list? Whatever that means.
Yeah, I think a month or so ago, I think was it Alison? I want to say Alison. Um, when they put on said it was on their list to add as a patch, and each time they've released a patch, I've been
Yeah,
jumping on their account and say, "Does it say photo mode?" And then it doesn't.
yeah, still doesn't.
No,
Still waiting for it.
I,
I
I
think what
don't.
I liked was Under the Waves because it has a different mood, and the
Yeah,
photo mode was great to capture that mood.
yeah,
So I'd say that was a great one.
yeah. I haven't played that one either. I'll have to give that one a go. The list is getting longer.
I'm so sorry.
I know. Stop saying how good games are. It's not good. It's not good. So, um, if you could, so we talked about obviously what games you've enjoyed playing this year, your game of the year, but if you could experience a game, doesn't have to be this year, but if you could experience a game for the first time again, which game would it be?
I think that's Red Dead Redemption 2.
And why would that be?
I I still when I one thing is when I see in current releases people eating, for example, in the game, I always go to them and look how do they eat, and will it be gone when they are finished, for example, because that was so cool in Red Dead Redemption 2. And yeah, I can't describe it
The details in it
because
are really amazing, aren't they?
yeah, right. And I've seen it in I think in no other game that the food is really gone when they have eaten it. It is so cool.
Because I think
There's so
somebody,
many details to discover. Yes.
because I think somebody released a video, didn't they, where they had spent time, a certain amount of time studying the NPCs in Red Dead Redemption 2, and they'd done a whole video looking at a day in the life of an NPC in Red Dead
Oh,
Redemption
really?
2. I can't remember who done it. I'll have to find it and share it. But they looked at various NPCs in the game and they just followed them and watched their routine and recorded it. So it gives you an impression of what their life's like in the game.
That's so cool. And they probably
Re-
had a life, right?
They did. I think that's the whole thing. It's
Mm.
how they had worked so hard on the NPCs that they did have a life. And I'll have to find the video and share it, but it was a really, really good video.
Wow. Yeah, because I love to do such things. I love to follow NPCs, and most of them just vanish. Yeah, okay. In other games.
I have to say, it is one game I have never finished. I've never finished Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, Dave.
I just,
But
I just,
I
I
mean,
just
that's
got,
great. You can still experience the end for the first time. That's great.
but I just got a bit bored. I know everybody's going to hate me for saying it, and it's a beautiful game. Love taking pictures. I think I got to the bit you move your camp your first time, don't you? So you move from the snow into whatever the
Yeah,
first camp's called, and then you move from that camp and you go somewhere down in near St. Denis, don't you, or something? And I got to that bit, and then yeah, I think I just gave up.
I think that's the point where I stopped playing like 2 or 3 times. I just started playing it a year ago and
Yeah.
finished. I was the same. I'd say you have to try again a few times.
Yeah, I really have got to because everybody always raves about the story, and I think I know a few bits that might happen, but yeah, it'd be nice to experience it for myself. So, next question. The next question is, so what's one game that you would love to have a photo mode that doesn't have a photo mode? And Churid on X also asked this, but she added at the end, and why is it Baldur's Gate 3?
Oh, I'm sorry. I
So,
have to
yeah.
say Alan Wake 2 because it still hasn't put them on.
So how are you taking the shots in that one at the moment? Are you taking a full screen shot and then cropping?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
usual procedure. Yeah, but
And
other games I'd love to have in photo mode would be Dead Island 2, as I mentioned, or Hogwarts. But
what was
Hogwarts, yeah.
what was the second one?
Dead Island 2 and
Oh, Dead.
Hogwarts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Hogwarts. Yes, Hogwarts needs a photo mode. That's a brilliant game.
It's so beautiful, but where's the photo mode? What's wrong with you?
I know. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but it was brilliant. I absolutely loved that game.
Yeah,
But yeah, no photo
understand
mode.
it. I really don't understand that.
It's very clear to see the developers and studios who understand the benefits of virtual photography and adding photo modes because they always add one to their games, don't they? You don't very often get a new IP or a new studio adding it to like their first game. I mean, I've just realized I'm kind of a little bit wrong with that because Lords of the Fallen had a photo mode and that was absolutely brilliant. But yeah, we need
But
more photo
but
modes
their
in more
first
games.
but their first game didn't have a photo mode.
Yeah, see, I don't know whether it was a different developer, was it? I think it was a different
Oh, I don't
developer.
know.
But yeah, more photo modes in more games, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
and if you can make all the games free, that would be brilliant. Um, where are we? So, what, in your opinion, is the most important setting in any photo mode? What's the first setting you use when you go into photo mode and the most important?
So the most important to me is a good depth of field setting, I'd say.
Yeah,
But what I do at first I try to see what camera range I have.
yeah.
So that's important too. It's not a setting, but yeah, I love a good camera range. And please don't make it orbital.
No, definitely not orbital. Orbital can go in the bin. We just want a free cam. That's what we need. And what game do you
Exactly.
what game do you think's kind of nailed the depth of field that you played?
Oh, I think who made it very comfortable was God of War 2018.
Yeah.
You could lock different NPCs. I like that function, but it's not my favorite photo mode. It's just I like that depth of field, how it was in that photo mode.
it
And
gave you the awesome.
I don't understand why they didn't um, bring it to the Ragnarok photo mode.
Yeah, I know. We've talked a lot about the Ragnarok photo mode on our VP.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, but no, I did like that setting in the first game because it just automatically done it for you, didn't it? You
Yes.
know, and that would be
Was
such a
so
useful thing to have.
easy. So much. So you saved so much time with it.
I know, and they left it out of Ragnarok.
Yes.
Dear, oh dear. But we're not going to talk about Ragnarok photo mode. I'll get myself into trouble again.
Okay.
I've talked about that one far too much. So, so out of all of the photo modes that you've used, which one or ones for you stand out as kind of like your gold standard or the best photo modes?
Oh, definitely Ghost of Tsushima. It's
Yes.
so easy to use. It's beautiful. The photo mode is beautiful and it's easy to use. And you have tons of settings to be even more creative. I really love it. Yeah.
It was a brilliant photo mode, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant. And I think that was the first game or photo mode that I'd used that had the setting in where you could turn the animation on and off of the effects.
Hmm.
So, so if you didn't get
Yeah,
the shot you
there's a lot.
wanted, you could then just turn it on, turn it off, and get the effects again. Brilliant, brilliant game. And I think they're making a movie of it now. I hear.
Really?
Yeah, I saw something the other day that they've got the green light to make a movie,
Wow,
and that would be
that's great.
absolutely brilliant.
Will there be a second game as well? I don't know. I just asked.
I think there's rumours of a second game. We'll have to ask Photo Moda Tashima Leroy. He'll know. But I think there is going to be a second one. But don't quote me on that.
Okay.
I could be wrong. So would you say that with your VP you have a certain VP style? And is there a style that you would like to try but haven't yet?
I definitely want to try street photography now that everyone shares these wonderful Spidey shots in New York. I never tried myself. And maybe abstract photography because I'm super bad at it. I don't even know where to start. I should try. I don't know if I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think do you think your current VP has a style, or do you think you just try different things?
I think I just do whatever I feel at the moment. I don't think
Yeah.
I have a style. I really don't think so. I ever wished I would have one style, but I don't think I have one.
That's a good thing though, because then you don't kind of fall into taking the same sorts of pictures, do you? You know, whether if you're a portrait VP like me, you always take pictures of faces and characters, and then it's hard to get out of that kind of that run. So it's good to not have a certain thing that you do. Just gives you more variety, doesn't it?
You think so?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. I mean, you've got more scope and more variety to your VP because you're not kind of pigeonholing yourself into one label.
Yeah. It's some
Okay.
I can't remember which game I was playing, but I realized I started to just take portraits, and I personally find portraits a bit boring. And I wondered why I was taking all these portraits, but it's like you say, you just take them. It's when you take them, it's great.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I got bored of myself at that point.
Oh, you go through that every now and then, don't you? Where you take your shots, and you're like, oh, bored of that. Let's take something else.
Yeah.
But you should definitely try abstract. Do you follow Jin on Twitter?
Jin?
Jin. So we've done an interview with Jin, and I'll share her profile if you don't follow her. But she does a lot of abstract VP.
Uh,
So
I follow Yama. She does also a
oh
lot
yeah,
of
Yama does as well. Yama does as well. So yeah, no, it's a really hard style to get.
right?
Def- Definitely
It's
worth a
like
try though.
they're seeing different words.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
I I think that's like what you're saying when you said if a game has a photo mode, it makes you look at things different angles in different ways. And
Mhm.
yeah, I think you have to have a kind of abstract eye, don't you, to find those things to take abstract pictures of.
Yeah. I wonder if we can learn that too.
Of course you can. I'm 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 sure there's videos on YouTube or any other platform that'll be able to tell us how to take good abstract shots. So where do you find your inspiration for your VP? Do you find it in other VPs? Do you find it in film or media?
I'd love to say I find it in film or media. I I always try to recognize different angles or perspectives when I'm watching movies, but I
Yeah,
always forget them. I always forget it. So I'd say my main inspiration comes from this community. Absolutely. But if any of you have good, for example, book recommendations, give them to me.
yeah, definitely. Are you a reader? Do you read
Yeah,
lots of books?
yeah. But I mean also photography books
Yeah,
with
yeah,
pictures.
yeah. Because I think Cynthia was talking about last week. Was it last week or the week before? Um, reading photography books or lighting books or looking at YouTube
Mm,
courses or courses anywhere else. They're really, really helpful. If you do in real life photography, a lot of those skills are easily transferable over to VP. But a lot of people start in VP, so don't have those skills to start off with. So it's definitely worth learning them.
yeah, I bet so. If
Watch
I
this.
wasn't so lazy.
I'll tell you what, we'll help you out because I am working on a little something about standard camera rules and things for the Photo Mode magazine. So we'll help you out.
Perfect. Sounds like not much text.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything apart from read the magazine, and then you'll be able to learn some new photography skills.
I'm interested.
So in the early stages of your VP journey, you won a couple of VP contests run by PlayStation DE. Do you still ever enter VP contests? And if not, why not?
Um, I think I didn't join any contest for a while now. There's many reasons. One reason is I simply forget to. So when's the end date? I didn't even took a photo. But also the stress. It stresses me a lot because I think about this community, how incredibly talented everyone is. I can't compete with you.
Of
Why
course
should I
you can.
join the contest?
Of course you can. What I love is I love your honesty about it because I think we're all the
Yeah,
same. We forget to enter or we worry too much about what we enter in a competition. But it's nice to know that other
yeah,
people feel that too. Definitely
definitely.
not.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, I think there is a lot of talent within the VP community, but I definitely think you should throw your hat in the ring for some contests because just because other people are good doesn't mean that your shots aren't good.
One contest I'd like to join, but I can't, is
Yeah.
that Red Bull thing every year because
Oh
Germany
yeah.
isn't allowed. Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, that's not fair, is it?
It really isn't.
So if anyone from Red Bull Capture Point ever listens to Ask the VP, and I'm going on a limb here, can you make sure you open it
Hey.
to Can you make sure you open it to Germany as well, please? Thank you.
Yeah,
That is all.
what did we do? I mean, everyone knows, but no, but what did we recently do?
I don't think you've done anything. I don't think you've done anything. There's still lots of other competitions you can enter. You know, it's nearly time of year for VP awards, isn't it? That's normally the end or the beginning of the year. So
What?
that's a big one. The VP awards, fourth focus VP
Oh,
awards.
yeah.
Yeah, so you have to enter something.
I have to what?
You'll have to enter
Sorry,
something in that. You have to enter something in that.
I
When the,
have to enter something.
yeah, when the VP awards come round, where you can submit
Yeah.
your pictures, you have to enter something in that competition.
Okay. Okay.
I'll remind you when it comes round, so you don't forget the end date.
I think that was the last one I joined last year.
Ah, good, good. Yeah, so it's
I think that was my last one. Yeah.
well, it's coming around again soon, I think. So we'll look out for your shots in that one.
Perfect. Yeah. I joined that one.
But besides VP, what other hobbies or interests do you have?
Yeah. Honestly, there's
Cats.
nothing I enjoy as much as playing video games. I love my cats, but that's great. You know, I can combine that. I play video games and have my cats around me.
Well, I love your
That's
cat. Your
really
cat.
all I need to be happy.
Yeah, why? It's lovely. Your cats are gorgeous. Your cats are
They
beautiful.
really
You
are.
both on there. We got a cat last year, and I've never been a cat person. Ever been a cat person. Then we got a cat last year. He's so cute.
He's really cute.
He is really. He can be a little. I nearly said a swear word. Then he can be a little tyke sometimes. He's a bit naughty sometimes.
That he's red, right?
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
that's why. Aren't red cats the crazy cats?
I think he probably is. It probably is. Because your cats are always look so relaxed and they're like posing for pictures, lying there all cute. And then yeah, he's just a menace.
Love it. Love
So
him.
so you mentioned so obviously we talked about photography books and bits and pieces. Do you read novels or
Yeah,
stories?
I tried to read like once every month. I didn't read for a few years, but I started again a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What sort of things do you read?
I say it's thrillers and also fantasy books. For example, one book I loved was about some. It was like Alice in Wonderland, but for adults.
Oh yeah. That sounds almost a bit risky. Alice in Wonderland for adults. What books are you reading, Becky?
It was more fantasy. She had magic powers.
Okay, okay. I'll let you off.
Thank you.
So, do you movies? Do you watch movies? What's your favorite sort of movies? Have you got a favorite movie? I know you don't like favorite questions, but I'm just going to throw them at you anyway.
Yeah, I thought about this a bit. Um, I watch a lot of movies. Very often, I finished a movie and forgot everything about it again. So when I watch a movie for the second time, it's like I watched it for the first time. I love that. But my favorite movie is indeed Shutter Island. I think that one never gets boring to me.
Oh, brilliant film. That's a brilliant film.
I can't say why. I love the acting, I love the setting, I love the story. It's just like it's not boring. Never.
Yeah. It's a strange film as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd
But
say
it's
so.
good. It's good. It's the same sort of kind of like tone as when you're saying about you like the atmosphere in that of Alan Wake too. It's kind of that sort of strange, kind of weird tone to it, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the mood is. Yeah, it's a bit similar, right?
I haven't seen it in ages. We have to watch it again.
Yeah, you need to.
Perfect. I'll dig it out. I'm sure I've got it somewhere. And
I
what
recently started watching Twin Peaks because of Alan Wake again.
I've never seen Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just watched some pilot film. Now I'm watching the series, and it's so bad, so cheesy, but somehow cool.
it's your guilty
Really
pleasure.
funny.
And what sort of what's your music taste? What do you listen to a specific genre, or do you listen to anything you like the sound of?
Mm, I personally don't limit myself to a genre.
No.
I like whatever I like at the moment, but of course, there's some music I listen more to. I
Who-
really enjoy techno, 80s rock, and German rap.
80s rock and German rap. That's it. There's a mix. Listen to that.
Yeah, but
The
German.
80s.
I don't like US hip hop.
Does anybody?
Hmm?
I said, does
Does any
anybody like US pop?
hip hop? Sorry,
Oh, hip hop. Sorry, thought you said US pop.
I bet a lot. Isn't Taylor Swift US pop?
Oh, yeah. Taylor Swift is US pop.
But
Yeah.
they all love her.
I read something the other day that her tour that they had in cinemas outsold. I can't remember what film it was. There was a new release film, and it beat all
Yeah,
these other films to number one.
it's just her concert, I think.
You can't beat a good
I'm not
live
sure.
concert.
I'm
You
not
can't beat
sure.
a good live concert. So it's time for my favourite question.
Yeah.
I always enjoy this question. We tend to be doing these interviews around the time when I'm getting hungry, so that's a really good question to talk about. So, what is your
Oh,
yeah? What's your favourite food, Becky?
that's definitely pizza. And
Pizza.
I
Yeah.
hate when people say, "Oh, it's too much cheese." No, there can't be too much cheese.
What's what's your favourite flavour pizza?
Oh, I always try a different one, but
Yeah.
I'm also a fan of Pizza Hawaii, which a lot of people hate.
Oh, that's the ham and pineapple one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, you can't put pineapple on pizza, Becky. What are you doing?
of course.
No, no, that's definitely not.
It's such a juicy taste.
No, no. Pineapples for fruit salads and juices, not for
No, and
pizza.
it goes together with the ham, and it's Hawaii.
My opinion of you has changed now, Becky.
That's fine. I
No.
still enjoy my pizza.
Oh no, do love a good pizza. Love a good pizza. So now that Super October, where zillions of games came out, is over, what games are you looking forward to playing and capturing next?
Yeah, my plans ended with Alan Wake 2. No, I really don't know. Maybe the Pandora game because it looks so lush,
It does, doesn't it? It looks amazing.
right? I
And that's
really love to see it.
and that's out in December, isn't it? Start of December, I think.
Already?
I know.
I
Yeah,
thought
it's gonna
next I thought next year maybe.
No,
No.
it's out in December.
Oh, okay.
You can ask for
Yeah,
it
I'm
for
looking
Christmas.
forward to Pandora.
To be honest, I think you're going to be playing Alan Wake 2 for the rest of your life, aren't you?
Probably. Let's wait for Control 2. I'm
Oh yeah,
excited and what they'll have in there. Maybe also about Alan Wake again.
yeah. Oh, Control. I can't wait for Control. Control was such a good game.
You played it?
Yeah, I played Control. I loved that game.
Did you like the map? Could you orientate?
I wouldn't say it was the easiest map to orientate, um, especially when you went into Foundation and I couldn't figure out where I needed to go and when I was down there. But yeah, it was okay. But to be honest, I just spent most of my time turning the invulnerability setting on so I could take loads of cool shots.
Yeah, that was really cool. I love that.
Every game should have that. Is you play the
Yeah,
game, you play the story, experience it, but then when you play it again, just be invulnerable. Then you can go get some really, really good shots.
absolutely.
Definitely. So, do your friends and family know you do virtual photography and passionate about it? And what do they think of VP?
Yeah, they kind of know, but they don't understand it. They don't know what I do and what I share, and they just don't understand it. Except for one of my nephews. He lives not close to me, so whenever he visits me, he wants to see what I've done recently, what I've shared, how many likes I get. He's impressed by everything,
Oh,
and he tries
brilliant.
to capture some moments as well.
Oh, it's best. And when you tell people, like if you're talking to friends or you're talking to people and you tell them you do virtual photography, do they just look at you like you're talking a foreign language?
Kind of, but it's more like, yeah, but it's just a photo. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So you just play
It's just
video
a
games
photo.
then? Oh, yeah. If people don't play video games or do virtual photography, they just tend to look at you really funny and it's like, well, you just play games. What are you, 12? Like, no, there's more to it than that.
Exactly.
We have to educate people. So
That's not easy for us.
we've got about 3 or 4 questions left. So I'm just going to say to everybody listening live, if you are wanting to ask Becky a question live, pop in a speak request, and then when we get to the live questions, we'll go through each of you and we'll get you on live, and you can ask a question to Becky live. So don't be shy. Put in the speak request, and we'll come to you shortly.
Yes.
So So over the past 5 years, the virtual photography community, it's changed a lot. Obviously, we've had more photo modes come out, more people join the community. What's your favorite thing about the virtual photography community? And what's the next evolution you'd like to see within the community?
Evolution is, I can't answer that. I just hope, my hope is we continue like this.
Yeah,
I hope we get more members, and I think we do. If I think about retweeting at VPRT, I'd say it gets more
there-
um,
there's definitely more people
next
joining,
year.
loads of people joining.
Yeah. But what I really love about the community is the acceptance. I'd
Yeah,
say everyone is welcome, and I think that hasn't changed. It's the same like when I joined.
definitely. It's so inclusive, isn't it? It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, you know, everybody is welcome. We all
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
art.
for a few. What's the word? Except for a few.
Yeah, I think there's always a minority,
Yeah.
I was privy to a conversation between somebody I know and somebody who was telling them not to be who they were yesterday. So there are
Ah,
still a minority of people, but I think that they're soon kicked out when they start behaving in a toxic way.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just the toxic people that we tend to leave out.
Yeah, and you know, we all love taking photos in games, don't we? That's the main thing. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from or anything. We all love taking pictures.
Right. Absolutely.
So you've been part of the community for touch over 3 years now. What would you say has been your biggest highlight in those 3 years on your VP journey?
Especially meeting a lot of amazing people, um, of which some have really got close friends now.
Yeah.
And this interview, of course.
Yeah, oh, stop it. Stop it. You'll make me blush.
No, really. I was really excited, but I knew from your previous interviews the interviewer is amazing. So yeah, I was excited for this, but in a positive way.
Oh, God. Red cheeks now have made me blush.
Oh,
What? So yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's so many people you meet along the way, isn't it? Whether it's with the community page, whether it's in the community in general. And
yeah,
that's a
and
really, really great part of it, isn't it?
yeah, you just need to be a bit open, and you can make really good friends here. Just a bit open, not so much.
Definitely. Just reach out. Put yourself out there. If you want friends from the community, put yourself out there. There'll be people
Yeah.
more than willing to chat and all that sort of stuff. Definitely. So we've got a question from Matt next, Slided Dice. So, and this is a question which I get asked quite a lot. I've actually asked it today on Twitter, and it's a very common issue. So he says, "How do you keep yourself motivated to do VP and avoid being burnt out? And do you have any advice for people who do struggle to keep going with VP?"
I recently felt burnt out too, I'd say. I
Mm,
think I really, there were years I posted daily, but a few weeks or months ago, I stopped because I just didn't feel like it. I played some other game. I was always a Diablo fan, for example. It's um, it's a no-brainer game for me. You
yeah,
just run around and kill and kill and kill and kill. Um, and I also I love these breaks. I when I don't know what to play or for taking photos, I
mm,
usually play Diablo or played Diablo. I think my new comfort game will be Alan Wake.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, but I also don't stress myself. I just don't post anything in that time. I just stop. I just take a break.
And it's always
I
good to
know
take a
the
break, isn't it?
yeah, I know the people will still be there when I come back to post again. No big deal.
Exactly. And I think, you know, it's a very common thing to get burnt out for varying reasons. Everybody obviously has their own reasons. I think the important thing is to recognize what's made you feel burnt out. And like you said there, is if posting every day is burning you out, don't post every day. Take a break. Play something
Yeah,
that doesn't have a
yeah,
photo mode. You know, take that pressure off yourself. Um, and yeah, we're all going to be here. We're not going anywhere.
right.
We'll
We're
we'll
waiting for
still
you.
we'll wait. We won't say we're waiting for you to come back because that's going to put pressure on people to come back. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, you know, the virtual photography community and socials in general aren't the be all and end all in life. Everybody has personal lives. Everybody has stuff
You're
to deal
right.
with. And
We're
sometimes,
doing a hobby.
exactly, sometimes you just got to go and deal with it and come back when you're ready.
Abs-
So, last but by no means least, do you have any advice for people new or old in the VP community that you would like to impart on us?
Advice.
Yeah, what advice would you
Well,
give to new or old VPs? If you could give one bit of advice.
enjoy what you do. I think that sounds stupid, but I really mean it. If you don't feel good about a shot or about a game or about a person, just stop it. You don't have to be friends with everyone. You don't have to like every game. You don't have to share, like we already said, every day a photo. Just do what you feel like. Or
Exactly.
try to. I try to do this.
It's simple and effective. That, we love it. If you don't love it, you're doing something wrong. So just do what you love.
Yeah. I've That's something different, but I won't say any names, of course, but there's a few people in the community that brought me down a bit by saying, I'm so unsuccessful, you should comment my stuff, and I can't have that on my timeline. That brings me down, and I step back from these people, unfollow them, and mute them, whatever.
Yeah.
That helps me, for example.
Exactly. And it's like we said, and I think this is what people don't see sometimes is there are people who have their own lives behind the Twitter handles. They're not just a Twitter handle on a screen. There's people behind those Twitter handles. So, just treat people with respect. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's only like real life. If you don't, if someone doesn't put a good impression on you, you don't want to comment on their stuff or be a friend to them. You don't have to. You shouldn't feel any pressure to do things like that. Just
Right.
just do you. Nice and easy. Not perfect advice, Becky. Perfect advice. So we are now going to go out to the people listening live, and we have had a request come in. We've had a request come in
Yeah.
from Healing Foot. So I'm just going to approve your request. Let me just get you on. Oh, where have you gone? They disappeared.
Oh.
Oh, they, they've gone to speak and then they've disappeared. Is there anybody else listening live who would like to ask Becky a question? Talk amongst yourselves. Lisa, you're going to ask a question. Do you want to come and ask Becky a question? She's playing shy. Bless her.
Oh, that's okay. No one
Oh,
has
we've got
to speak.
we've
I
got a,
understand it.
we've got a request come in. We've got a request from Bianca. Let me just approve your request, B. Bianca, can you hear us? Oh, I certainly can.
Hello,
How are you?
Becky. I'm so glad to hear you.
Hi, Bianca.
Hi. So, okay, I'm thinking. Now, there's so many. I know there is, but is there anybody in the community who's inspired you or your pictures, the way you do your style, or anything like that?
I think everyone does. I I really think everyone inspires me, but one person. Wait, she's also listening. Hi. I'm following her for I don't know 6 years already, maybe. So I think Evie was my first and main inspiration, I'd
Easy.
say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I've been following her from my old normal account for like 6 years, I think. I don't use it anymore, but that's where I first saw her work and saw that VGP network is a thing.
Oh, right. And you're talking about this one, right? The one that's listening to you right now, right?
What?
Evie, right? Like wistful.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
she's listening. She's
Yeah.
listening. Bless her. She's listening to you right now.
I hope she's listening because that was awesome.
She
Anyway, but
really is.
it's amazing, and I just wanted to know that you've been a light in the community, and it's always so sweet to see you and your pictures. Just letting you know, okay?
That's actually you, Bianca. I always love seeing your posts. Your photos always look like paintings. It's amazing. And then in between, there's a selfie of you, like every once a week or so. And then there's this super shining, smiling, very positive girl with these impressive curls.
No, no, no,
Amazing.
okay. I'm buttering your biscuit. I'm buttering your biscuit. You don't gotta butter mine, okay?
Oh, I'm loving
You're
the
making me
mutual.
all red. You don't gotta get me all red. You gotta be red. Okay.
I'm loving the mutual appreciation. Thanks, B. Thanks for dropping on. We've got
Oh,
another request coming as well. We've got a request coming from Cynthia. Let's get Cynthia on. Yeah. Cynthia, can you hear us? Hey, hey.
Hi, Becky. I don't have a specific question, but I wanted to tell you that I absolutely share your love of cheese and fantasy books. And I think that's so cool. And I love seeing you around the
Thank
community
you.
too.
That's so sweet.
I do.
That's so sweet of you.
I mean, cheese is life. So
Please don't tell me you like pineapple on pizza as well,
I
Cynthia.
love pineapple on pizza. Yes.
No.
Yep. Are we gonna have a war?
We're not going to have a. We're not going to have a. We don't need to have a war over pineapple on pizza.
We can have a TPM.
When I was a teenager, I didn't like that as well.
Yeah.
Some,
I don't think
you know what I want to say, Dave?
I don't think I really ate it as a teenager, but it is good. I come in here with chaos.
Well,
Sorry.
Thanks, Cynthia.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you like cheese and pineapple and stuff too. We've got some more requests coming as well. Let's go
Oh, yeah.
to. Thanks, Cynthia. By the way, we've got Kath. Let's get Kath on. Let's approve you. So, Kath, can you hear us? Kath, where have you gone? You disappeared. There you are. Oh. Kath, did you want to ask a question? Okay, Kath, you've dropped off. So we'll go. Here we go. We'll go to Sun OG. Let's get Sun on. Sun, can you hear us?
Hello.
So I don't have an actual question, but I just wanted to go ahead and say this. Becky, from me and everyone else who you and VPRT support, I just wanted to go ahead and give a big shout out and thank you to you guys. You guys have honestly helped both me and a lot of people who were probably newer to get much further than we ever thought we could. So we really appreciate it.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm when I started VPRT, I can't remember when it was. I never expected it to be so big at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really glad we really helped people
Yeah.
or seem to help people. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
guys are such a huge inspiration. So thank you.
Thanks for coming on, saying that, son.
Yeah.
Take it easy, buddy. We've got more. We got requests coming in everywhere now. Okay, we've got Kath has put in another request, so let's go back to Kath quickly. So, Kath, I'm just going to
Yes.
approve your request. Let's hope it works this time. Kath, can you hear us? It says you're on mute. You might need to press your microphone button. Oh, it's
Took
not
me a
working.
while as well. I had to approve the app. I had to give it permissions to use my mic.
Oh, so Kath, if you can't come off mute, you might need to ask for a permission on your mobile. So we'll go to Jess and Soul Strike, but give it another try, and we'll try and get you on in a second. So let's go to Soul Strike next. So Soul Strike, are you there?
I am. Can you guys hear me okay?
We certainly can. How are
Hey,
you?
I am great. You know, it's funny. I'm very new to Twitter when it comes to the VP community. I had it for some months and sort of did not use it while there was a bit of a drama going on around it. But Becci, great to see, of course, VPRT continuing to be a very wholesome and incredibly supportive force in the community on Twitter. I've only really been active in the Instagram community. See a lot of familiar and very talented faces here. My question really is, and this may not even really apply to you, do you have any thoughts or best practices when it comes to spreading your work across multiple platforms? I do find it a little, stressful to maintain even 2 apps. So I'm curious about your thoughts on that.
Wow, you're speaking so fast.
Oh, pardon me.
So do you use multiple platforms, Becci? Are you on multiple platforms? And if so, how do you kind of manage that?
Thank you. I have an Instagram account. I did a Blue Sky account, but I don't use them. So no, I absolutely struggle when I use more than one app. I mainly use Twitter.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
I
pardon my.
I really don't understand. Yeah.
No, please go ahead. I interrupted.
I don't understand. Some people have a super famous Twitter and Instagram account, and that's amazing. But I can't imagine how they do it. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I agree, and thank you for your answer. Pardon my American English is extremely fast, so even for other Americans. But
it's amazing. I love it.
Well, thank you for your answer. I also don't really have any expectations to grow both. It seems like it's very tough to maintain too. But it is great to see the community so active on Twitter. I had intended to join one of the Photomode Ask the VPs many times, so it's great to see so many folks on here. But anyway, thank you very much for your answer.
Thank you for your question.
Thanks for coming on, Soul Strike. So let's go to Jess. So we've got a request from Jess. Just going to approve your request, Jess. Jess, can you hear us? We certainly can. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Sorry.
What's your question for Becci?
I don't have a question, and I'm very nervous. I'm sorry.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. It's fine.
I just wanted to say Becci has been such a light for me personally and in the whole community. And I just love hearing her positivity and how much she spreads through the community. It's just, she is amazing. I couldn't ask for a better person and friend that I found here. So I'm happy to hear her and her cute little German accent. I love her so much.
Oh my God.
She has been so
She's
nice and
already
just
told
so
me it's
caring,
there.
and she's really been a blessing to me. So I just wanted to say I love you, girl.
Thank you so much, Jess. You're amazing.
You're amazing. But
I'm loving all this love. It's amazing. I love it. I'm loving it.
but you can continue
That's-
on. I'm
that's
so
the
nervous.
Twitter
I'm so
community, right?
sorry.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize at all.
All right. Well, thank you guys. It was so great to hear
No
you both.
problem.
The interview was great. I loved it.
Thanks. Thank you, Jess.
You're welcome. Talk to you later.
Perfect. So who've we got next week? Kath, you're trying again. Come on, we got all keep our fingers crossed that we can get Kath on. I'm going to approve your request, Kath.
Zuki is watching us.
Yes, Kath, we've got you.
Me and he started to work. Amazing, Becci. I'm so proud of you, my girl. Hi. I'm really so fucking proud of you because, like, I remember when she was already started VP, and look where she is. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at all this love, Becci, for
Yeah.
you. You know, all these people have come on for you, and every single person has said the same thing of how much of a light you are, a great person, a great friend. And it's true. And even with what VPRT's done, you do so much for the community. You should be very, very proud of what you do. And you're obviously doing it very right.
So my question to you was a simple one. Since we met through Shinobi's Twitch, when you will be streaming, girl?
Me?
Yes, you.
Ask Lisa. I streamed Callisto Protocol a year ago.
Wow, it was a year ago. I wasn't here.
Yeah. I always feel awkward when I stream because of my accent and everything.
Oh, you don't need to be ashamed of it.
And you know, my boyfriend was always like, when I play games and then I stop because I want to take photo, he was like, "Oh, it's so boring."
So typical to hear.
Yeah, so I'm afraid of streaming because I think people could be bored.
No, I would definitely will be seeing you if you will be streaming. Seriously.
Okay, I will think about it.
Do it. Do it. You should do it. You should do streaming. You should do it through VPRT. Then everybody will jump on. A VPRT streaming party. Let's set it up. Let's do it.
Oh, that could be funny. Everyone of the team has to stream.
Yeah, everybody has to take it in turns to stream.
Yeah.
Let's do it. That'd be perfect. Thanks for jumping on, Kath. Great question, and we expect to see you streaming soon, Becci.
Awesome. I'll let you know.
Do it. Do it. You should stream some Alan Wake. Alan Wake 2. You'd love it.
For the new Game Plus, maybe.
Yeah.
When that is released.
We'll see. We'll see. Well,
but that's boring because I'm not scared anymore.
Everybody else can be scared watching you.
Thank you.
I don't mean that as in they're scared of you streaming. That came across completely wrong.
Yeah, of course.
They can be scared of the game. So all of our live questions are done. All of our TPM questions are done. All that's left for me to say, Becci, is thank you so much for joining us. It's been great to speak to you. Have you had fun?
Absolutely. How about you?
I have fun. I have fun all the time. I love doing these and speaking to people. It's so nice to actually speak to people and talk to them. We all comment. We all, we might message and things, but it's always nice to speak to people.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
It is. It is. And I'm glad we didn't do this on video. We done it on Spaces because I wouldn't like doing that.
No, me neither.
Definitely not. But no, it's been really good to speak to you. Really good to hear a bit more from you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you
And-
so much for having me here.
It's our pleasure. Our pleasure. You make sure you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you to everybody for joining. And we've got another episode next week. Announcement coming tomorrow of who that is. But again, thank you, Becci. Enjoy the rest of your
Thank
day,
you, Dave.
and catch up with you soon.
Awesome.
See you
Thank
later.
you and goodbye, everyone.
Bye.